Hello YouTube and welcome to another Jammer Time episode. And today we'll be checking out my jammer with the what is it, 73 C10 67 Chevy C10. And the first one is going to be this black one. Yes, I do have a bandage on my finger. I hurt both my fingers at work. It ended up having to get stitches in them in both hands, so but definitely an awesome paint scheme on this one for a main line. Same with the next one. Got 3 color variations of this, it looks like. Looks like we also have a Z-Mac of it. Then we have a green one with flames, some yellow flames, and we have a white variation of that with, well, I don't know if it's a variation. It might be. But it's a white one with flames, which I think was a Target red. Probably why it has a red windshield. And we have one of my favorite Hot Wheels colors. It's going to be like this. I call it burnt orange. Like rust orange, burnt orange. Really cool variation. Love this color. And we have a red one. This whole one side of the jammer is full of these. And we have a silver one, which I do like the silver one. And we got a purple one, which was a super treasure hunt variation, which is actually the first super treasure hunt I ever found in the stores, was this one. Which I could have sworn I had one cracked open, but I do not. Which means I'm definitely going to have to crack a super open of this. Thought I had one open. I looked with all my other supers, it was not up there. But, and we have a blue variation. This was, I think, a Target exclusive. And we have a light blue variation of it. Which was a mainline. Surprised I don't have other color variations. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of these. The next one in red. Definitely feel like this was some kind of exclusive. And then the next two are color variations from a few years back. Longboards, Hoosier Racing. And this came out in two different color variations that I have. A white one and a green one. And then all these are newer. I'm not sure if it was 2012 or when they quit putting the surfboard in the back. But coming up on some of the older variations, we'll have a surfboard. And also the premium variation, they still put a surfboard. So if it has a metal base and rail riders, they normally throw the surfboard in there. But we have this yellow variation with scallops. Pretty cool. Like this variation. Then we have a green variation with a surfboard. I like to say this was a last mainline variation that the surfboard did come in. Then we have a premium variation with metal base and rubber tires. It's going to be the Champion spark plug. And this came out in the Shop Truck series. Then we have another premium variation. I think this came out in a box set, I like to say. Like one of the Hot Wheels premium car culture box sets. Could be wrong about that. Somebody can correct me down in the comments. And I don't have too many of the older variations with the surfboard. I have this one, which is a really cool variation just because I'm a sucker for flames and skulls. Looks good in the gold. Really cool looking one. No idea when this one came out. But gold bed, gold rims, gold tips on your exhaust. Pretty cool. I got a purple variation here. And then the next one, I'm pretty sure it's this next one, is like impossible to find. There's 3 different color variations that came out in multi-packs. And I think that this is one of them. You can see it's not perfect, but I found this in a loose bin at the flea market. So it was only like $1. And it's a little beat up, but it's not horrible. And for as rare as it is, and I think they normally go for like 45 or 85 bucks when they turn up. I'm not sure if this green one, because it's the same exact paint scheme. And it too, I got out of a loose bin at a flea market. But there's 3 color variations. I'm not sure if the green one is one or not. Somebody can comment down below. I think it might be, though. But if it is, I'm happy to have them both in the collection to represent them, even though they're not mint or not fresh blister pulls like all the other trucks in here. And we have a blue one. Yeah, but thinking I had another one with that color paint scheme, but I guess I do not. And then we have another one like in the burnt orange. This is going to be for their 53rd anniversary set. Now we're going to turn the jammer around and jump into the other side of it. Try not to spill them everywhere, like I do every other week. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure and hit that subscribe button. So next, we got the 72 Chevy Love Custom. Here we have it in a blue with flames. I haven't seen this casting for a while, so. We have a red one. That one had a yellow variation. See, the sunroof's cracked a little bit. Definitely looks like it's tubbed with some big old meats under there. And next we have the does not say 52 Chevy. There it does. 52 Chevy. And this one's in like a purple. I almost like to say this was a super treasure hunt. Then we have another purple variation of it, which I really like this one. Nice dark metallic purple. And we have this really unusual colored one. I like the white walls on this one. Really looks good. Really unusual color on this one. It's almost like a satin paint like they used on the, oh, whatever they were. Damn, I forget. Oh, the Hot Classics. Or not the Hot Classics, or the Classics, I don't know. One of them they used a satin paint on. One of them releases like that. And we have a black variation, which I really like. It's a nice satin black. Then the next one might be an older Hot Wheels. I bought it loose from, I think, an antique mall. It looks like a 2012 1952 Chevy. And this one says treasure hunt on it. Alright, so this is when the treasure hunts match the super treasure hunts, I think. Before they were using the treasure hunt logo for the treasure hunts. Pretty sure. Because this ain't a super treasure hunt. This was never drilled. Does not have real riders, but it has a TH. Comment down below if you have any more information on this, but I think this is from the era of Hot Wheels when the super treasure hunts matched the regular treasure hunts. Only difference was the real riders. And maybe the paint. And the next one we have is going to be the, every time it's upside down, the Chevy Blazer 4x4. This one in a pretty cool green color. Pretty factory looking paint. Then we got a blue one. Another pretty factory looking paint. Could have seen them doing something like that with it back in the 80s or 90s. But then we got this one, which is a football theme. Kind of don't care for when Hot Wheels does stuff like this, but at the time it was a casting I collected, so I picked it up. And this one ain't bad. I like this one better. And the fire patrol or whatever don't look bad. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variations of this older casting, which I know they have not released for quite some time. But this is going to be the 1996 Chevy 1500. Which I have a 98 Chevy 1500 extended cab sitting out in my garage. So I've owned it for a really long time. My girls, they call it Big Blue. So definitely pretty cool. I have a yellow variation of it, and this thing's all plastic. You know what? I think all the variations are but 1, 2, maybe 3. Yep. So half of them are plastic like this one and half are die cast. But this is probably the coolest one. Looks like a Dale Earnhardt edition. Very iconic paint scheme. The Chevrolet in the black. All it's missing is a Die Hard and the number 3 on the door. Freaking awesome, though. And I have a blue variation of it. Another NASCAR style truck. Then we have a silver NASCAR looking variation of it. Then the last variation we have of it is going to be another plastic one. And this one's plastic too. But it's going to be the track assist. And then we have this. I have no idea what this is. Made in China. But it's a little Chevy truck. Looks almost just like the one Hot Wheels, which is kind of hard to get. But picked it up at a flea market. Never seen it before, so. It was a Chevy truck. Square body. Of course I had to get it. No suspension. A lot of times these cheaper die-cast will have suspension on them. Then we have another Dale Earnhardt looking paint scheme on this old 1991 Mattel. This looks like an old 50s. Yeah, it's a Chevy. It says Chevy on it. So it's definitely a Chevy. Got some yellow letter tires, which really don't match very well. Kind of strange that they would have put yellow Goodyear on there. I think they could have found some white ones. But definitely got some chrome windows there. Definitely no interior in that thing. And then I looked over at the cars that I need to put away and organize yet. And I found another 1949 Ford F1. Oh, this is a Ford F1. Never mind. This doesn't go in the Chevy one. I'll show you though. Just get a sneak peek. But yeah, that does not go in the Chevy one. That will go back over there with the Ford stuff. But we do have this one, and this definitely looks like a Chevrolet S10. And this is some kind of old pullback car, but pretty interesting. Got cobwebs on it. It's all dusty. No idea where I even got this thing from, but I got it. There it is. So that's all I have to show you for this week, for this Jammer Time episode. Let me know which one was your favorite. What Chevy truck you like to collect. And as always, have an awesome day.